アップデが来たのでやっていきます。なぜかエースモードだとミッションが完了しません。コンティニューなしでクリアしないとダメかも。ミッションは8分50秒くらいから。今回は目に悪い攻撃があるので光の点滅に弱い方は今すぐ U ターンだ。
But in the end, why are you the one that gets to live?
Quiet, will you? This is a shared room.
Oh, Miss Iris. I'm sorry.
Want a bottle of ice-cold soy milk?
Oh, yes, please.
Here. A nightmare, wasn't it? You're sweating like crazy.
You're not wrong.
Is that so?
You really like the soy milk, don't you?
Blame my lactose intolerance. I was able to drink milk as a child until I couldn't. A shame. And yes, I know lactose-free milk exists, mind you. Look at your sad puppy face. Something on your mind, or what?
When I flew Warspite for the first time before you rescued us, I didn't just destroy simple drones. There was also a piloted battle frame.
Oh, the Commander Type Rafael shot down near Gunman Hospital, right? We managed to salvage the cockpit and extracted data from that. Flight paths and comm logs, all of it.
I saw the pilot in my dream.
Huh. And what does the pilot look like?
Well, she was approaching me in a pilot suit, heavily injured and looking like she was in agony.
If that's the case, it was just your fantasy.
Huh? Did you meet that pilot?
All I can say is that, well, she probably didn't feel a thing. It was a sudden yet peaceful death.
Ever since Claire woke up, you've been in the infirmary a lot, haven't you?
Claire is my precious friend after all.
Actually, I'm much better now. Unfortunately, I've yet to be discharged. Unlike Mistress Luna, she got discharged rather easily.
Right? Even though both of you were shot. Maybe Luna recovered faster because she's younger?
Come now, I'm not that old. I'm just 27.
Perhaps it's because we have no more free rooms on the ship.
In that case, I think Claire can take my spot in Miss Iris's room. I can go sleep in Warspite's cockpit. Let me ask Miss Iris about this.
Tayo-san!
Don't worry. I'm used to sleeping in a cockpit ever since I started delivering tofu.
Does your civilian mech cockpit and Warspites feel the same, though?
Quite different, if I may say so. My mech had a small bed behind the seat. There was also a stove and a fridge and... Oh.
See? A labor mech's cockpit is usually designed for some level of comfort and living. Warspite's cockpit is different. Tayo-san, you still look very sleepless compared to us, even though you've rested in a room.
That's very nice of you. Don't worry about me. I find the infirmary and its beds rather comfortable, actually. Besides, even if I get discharged, there's nothing to do, so I should remain here. It won't be long until we can disembark anyway.
No blended chicken shake, please.
I haven't said anything.
I see 2 cups in your hands.
I hate perceptive brats like you.
Mr. Kelly, do you have any idea why the enemy is attacking us?
You're wondering now, after all this time.
Well, if Warspite was their top priority, then they shouldn't have left us behind after they managed to incapacitate us. judging from the recent battles. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Maybe they wanted to retrieve the Nimbus frame, but didn't have time to do it?
I don't think so. Maybe they have a more important objective?
Another objective, huh? Right. Judging from recent battles... Perhaps it's a strategic attack on the CFN, in addition to eliminating their main enemy. If the first point is true, then I say it could be an attack on the CFN at its core.
At its core? Other than in Japan, we've been fighting exclusively in space, haven't we? I don't think there was any encounter near the American mainland at all.
Oh, that's a big mistake, kiddo. Listen, the most important asset for a federal state like the CFN is the member state's trust for the federal government. Not just a single city, or money, or even weapons.
Huh.
If they managed to paint the White House as the villain, then the member states would lose their trust, and the CFN will be fragmented into countless petty states in the blink of an eye.
But do you think that us being pursued would paint the White House in a bad light?
I don't think our enemy has met their objective yet. They're still on track, though, I can feel that.
I can't help but feel like their objective is something intangible.
Who knows? All I can do is speculate. The only way to be sure is to hear from our enemy's own mouth. Maybe it has to do with some political intrigues we've yet to see. Maybe we missed the mark entirely on their thoughts.
If that's the case, then it's very frustrating. I don't like this helpless feeling at all.
Me neither, kid. Whether and when this battle's gonna end will depend entirely on our enemy.
Gosh, what a long night it's been.
It's already afternoon according to the local time, Cap.
Don't bring up local time while we're constantly shifting through different time zones.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Debris from the ruins of Fort Carson Colony has been unnaturally changing its course for a while now. Now, it's entering the atmosphere right around here.
Isn't that in the middle of ISA's airspace?
Though we're the unit closest to the interception point, the distance is still significant. Therefore, we will use the overbooster unit to fast-track our battlefield towards the destination ASAP. Unfortunately, our battle frame's armor base aren't capable of piercing through the colony's structure. In order to destroy it, its weak point must be attacked from the rear. Of course, the battle area is full of ISA's defense satellites, orbiting just below the interception point. Pay no attention to them. Get to the interception point and blast all the debris first. Then deal with the satellites to make way for Akatsuki.
Unfortunately, we have only one attachable overbooster.
Therefore, the Nimbus frame will do the job.
Wait a second. Captain, did you realize what the kids, Warspite's pilots, just went through?
Major, this is our only way to complete this mission.
武装は CIWS がクライトサブマシンガン。軽いし強い。メインはタランチュラバトルライフル。エースはこれかショットガンしか使っていませんね。開幕はオーバーブースター。ビームを回避しながら目的地へ。間違っても直進にブーストを使ってはいけません。AC のレイブンみたいに移動しながらレーザーをかわしていきます。
So powerful! I'm being buried in my seat!
You'd better stop talking while the overbooster is active, if you don't want to bite your tongue. Satellites below will be attacking, but you can ignore them.
Pilot, the turrets will be shooting in front of your path. Simply dodge by boosting to the side while maintaining trajectory towards the destination. Moreover, be on alert for the laser from another type of defense satellite. Do not be swept by the laser.
エースだとここで直撃したらリトライした方がいいですね。ブーストは隙が発生するのでここぞという時以外は使わない。 レーザーやフラッグがかするのはしょうがない。この防衛衛星からのビームは落下するデブリの破壊に利用します。だから防衛衛星を壊さずオーバーブースターを使う必要があったんですね。
Pilot, our weapon cannot penetrate the colony structure. You must attack from behind to penetrate the core.
嘘です。なぜか当たったりします。
We can now, but let's keep it to a minimum, Taylor-san.
You seem to be more afraid of losing your tongue than being bombarded by turrets.
At least those satellites are trying to destroy the debris for us.
Minor correction. Destroy the debris and us. Shield regenerate.
They're shooting from below, though. They won't do any damage to the debris, unfortunately.
It's pretty
デブリの核だけの状態になると衛星からのビームでダメージを受けます。そこで接近してデブリに攻撃を誘導。衛星の攻撃によりあっという間にデブリの核が蒸発します。
have been destroyed by the heat upon re-entry. That's why only the rear weak spots remain.
So they're the minority that survived the re-entry.
That's correct.
Are you saying this is the minority?
Yes. I believe there used to be 10 times more fragments.
防御モードで一連の動作を行った方が安定します。移動モードは早いですが運任せな部分も。ワープはかっこいいんですが、隙が大きいので使いづらい。結局防御が一番なんだよな。攻撃は怠慢なら有用です。防御モード以外は被弾すると強烈なダメージが入るので、しかもシールド回復が遅いので、使いどころが限られます。移動モードは早いんですがワープのせいで小回りが効かない。2回押したらワープならよかった。デブリ破壊まではクライとサブマシンガンで、あとはミサイルとタランチュラバトルライフルを使います。信用できる遠距離武器はタランチュラしかありません。レールガンは重すぎるし火力が安すぎる。近距離の武装はまあまあですが遠距離が終わってる。こんなんじゃ昔のバトルフレームの方が火力的にはマシだよ。
Aren't you guys a bit late to the party?
Come on, that overbooster gave you a massive head start, don't you see?
You're right.
And your performance up until now. Great job, kid.
CIWS weapon ready.
All right, now get rid of all the defense satellites. Akatsuki will be descending at these coordinates.
今まで攻撃してきた衛星を破壊。ここは味方に任せた方がいいでしょう。味方がレーザー砲台を破壊してくれないと接近すらままならない。ある程度味方に破壊してもらってから接近することをお勧めします。直撃してしまった。この後も強敵が控えていますが。
Switching to defensive mode. Main weapon ready. Switching to speed mode. All targets in the battlefield have been destroyed.
Wait, don't come back
Shield
yet.
regenerate.
There's an enemy squadron inbound at high speed. Prepare to engage. Jet fighters. In this age?
Pilot, you are facing an unmanned prototype fighter X9 Spectre. The
X9
X9's
頭
primary
が
weapon is the front-mounted laser cannons. These drones are also equipped with boosters that enable them to evade like battle frames and make sharp turns in a split second.
回避不能のレーザーキャノンが恐ろしい強敵。元ネタはマクロスの無人戦闘機ゴースト X9 でしょうか。高速で接近してきてレーザーキャノンで焼いてくる恐ろしい敵です。
Fighters are that good. Battle frames should have become obsolete, no?
They're good enough for thin atmosphere areas like this. Quite niche. They're a high-speed interceptor. Good for high-altitude or open sea operation. They'd crash left and right in urban or mountainous areas. Not to mention, they're useless in space.
こいつが普通に出てきたら最悪すぎる。前作のストーリーも AI がテロリストのトップだったりしたので、こういった無人機と戦う機会は多いかもしれない。しかしこんな目に悪そうな攻撃は勘弁してくれ。
Tayo-san and Warspite are really something though, especially having banter while fighting.
ワープ移動は質量を持った残像を発生させているのか。デコイになってくれるようです。しかしながら速度モードはあまりにも防御面が脆いため、エースモードでは気軽に使えません。普通にやる分には無双できる強さのはず。
Shield regenerating.
「何をされたんだ？レーダーに反応はありませんがバグって今回は終わりです。クリアすると新しい武器を支給するという通信が入り終わります。メガバズーカランチャーでも支給してくれるのかな？ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Shield regenerating. Switching to offensive mode.